This is a teardown of a Datalogic Gryphon D130-STD barcode scanner. And we're going to start with this big screw in the bottom here for the port access. Let's see how this comes apart. Huh. I don't know what's going on. I just need to keep wiggling and pulling. Take out this other screw real quick, but I don't think that's hanging me up behind this stuff. Let's just see if I can do it with the drill. I don't think it's going to work well at this angle. Nope. Oh well. This is not a very good angle for a short screwdriver. Also, let's do it off camera. Also, the head of the screw is a little chewed up from who knows what reason. So I have to put a lot of pressure on it so I get good engagement. Anywho, just feeling around here. There might be some screws under this label. I think that's my next point of interest. Yep, more screws. Those screws are not chewed up. So I'm going to use my drill bit because I can get to those pretty easily. Or not. Those screws are going to be chewed up too. I just won't save those. Got the top off. I'm still not certain why that doesn't want to come off easily. Stab myself with the drill. Oops, everything's going everywhere. I am not certain what's going on here. Something is stuck. Oh god, it doesn't even budge. Seems like prying it back and pulling it down helps a little bit, but I don't understand what I'm up against. Oh, it's plugged into like an RJ45 port down there. I think that's what's holding me up. I don't see it. Oh, there's a release right there. So you don't have to take that screw out to change the cable, but you do need a paper clip. Alright, paper clip. Poke that. It's been released. There's the cable. Now this will come off. And you can see that's what it was plugged into. The paper clip hole pokes the little locking tab so you can release it. Now this PCB should come up and out, hopefully. I think the trigger's in the way. So, trigger's this little snapping deal. I think I can push it out like that. Break some stuff in the process. And got a sticker to remove. This interface board's pretty populated. Probably not going to be able to win. I think everything's every which way. Nothing on the back. I moved the sticker to the back because it's blocking my view of the chips. And here's the barcode scanner assembly. Pretty fancy looking. Oh, what's that? That's weird. Huh. I can't tell what that is. It's like a, I think it's a reed switch. So if you have it plugged into a cradle, the laser assembly turns off. Because on some of these barcode scanners, the lasers will stay on non-stop otherwise. Oh, actually no, it's not that. It's the other way around. If you have it in a cradle, it'll keep the lasers on. It's been a while since I've used one of these with a cradle. So you'll have like a thing. Pretend this is a stand that it goes in. You'll set it down in the stand, and then that reed switch will be activated with the magnet, so it's always pointing down. You'll see it like at libraries, if people go to libraries anymore. They'll have a little barcode scanner sitting on a stand, and they can just shove the book under it and scan it. I don't know why I was thinking the other way around. There are some barcode scanners that are always on that are handheld, but more than likely this particular one, it's the opposite of what I was thinking of. Oh man, these screws are stiff. They must really bite into that plastic. I've never had a screw so stiff before, like that, with plastic holding in there, and yeah. So I'm gonna take this off destructively. This is not meant to be a serviceable module by any means. Come on. I need to fatigue. There we go. The solder joints. We'll get back to that. Just trying to see here. I got to pull off another sticker. Move it there. Click, click. So on the bottom, we have a Texas Instruments chip of some sort. Does it say Atmel? That does say Atmel. Got an Atmel chip. Nice little tactile button. Ribbon cable that goes to the interface board. And here's all the brains. Oh, I had it right away first time. A lot of chips. Granted, this is probably an older barcode scanner, and it is an industrial one, so I'm sure it can do a lot more than a cheap consumer barcode scanner. And here's the scanner housing. These diffusers are glued in from the looks of it. I think on some of these they project a line along with the barcode scanning laser line. Oops. I used really mild steel for those screws. They're really strong, and they get a really strong grip, but they're also really weak in their mounting. Oh man, let's see here. Oop. There we go. So inside of here, there should be an imaging sensor, I'm guessing, based on the PCB. Oh, not what I was expecting, but it's a big line rather than a little like chip for you'd see in a camera. I am not going to be able to take this apart any further though without like extreme destruction, because these LEDs are soldered through the housing, and this was put into place and soldered in place here. And rather than use wires, they just bridge the solder across that little angle, make a little fillet of solder. But you can see a chip here, fancy ceramic chip with a bunch of gold pins. And I think, I can't see. I don't know if it has segments or not, but that's what's doing the reading of the barcodes when the light bounces back through the lens inside. So I kind of wonder why that lens has a little slit in it. That's kind of neat. Oh, what just fell out? Oh, just a piece of glass with can't tell if it's concave. Oh, wait, where's the slit? Oh, all right, here's the slit. It's not in the lens, but a little piece of metal blocks the light, turns into a narrow line. This must not use a laser though, because there's two LEDs there, and that's definitely an LED up top, so it uses visible light. Maybe that's why it has a different sensor from the other barcode scanner I tore apart. But yeah, hopefully that's interesting, and thanks for watching.